Now, the thing that we wanted to do to make this cake special, because it started life as just a plain white cake, to make a Jell-O cake. There are probably several different ways, but two main ways to make a Jell-O cake. And we had two box mixes, so we decided to do both. The first one was a vintage Jell-O cake, and apparently for that, you just take your packet of Jell-O, which also is not real Jell-O, just for the record. So the vintage Jell-O cake, you add the Jell-O pack into the cake mix and a little bit of extra water, and it just bakes with the rest of the cake, and it seemed very easy. The Jell-O poke cake, you make the cake, and then you poke it through a hole. You poke it full of holes, and then you quickly pour on your freshly made liquid Jell-O, and it's supposed to congeal, I guess, into the holes. Or what you can do, which I don't recommend, is you can move your freshly made cake onto a plate where it's standing, poke it full of holes, and then pour Jell-O all over it. And then that results in a completely Jell-O encased cake, which is pretty hard to frost. So I don't recommend that. We did not have any frosting in the conventional way, cake frosting, but we did have royal icing, and icing seemed like icing. So just followed the instructions on that. The taste of the icing was fantastic, probably because the icing is almost entirely powdered sugar with a little bit of raspberry and strawberry. The kids thought everything was fantastic. I think the better cake was the vintage Jell-O cake.
And I like the traditional pokey cake with little stabs into it. And happy Father's Day.